Game 3 Western Finals. 24 minutes in the books at Oracle Arena out here in Oakland. And in a 1-1 series, Golden State leads Game 3 54-43. We welcome you to the American Express Halftime Report. As we've taken the show on the road, Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Charles Barkley. 11-point game, Chuck, and Houston's got to look at this and say, it's not like we haven't had our chances in close. This is just like Game 1 in that regard. They've had so many point-blank misses in the first half.
Well, you're going to miss some shots. My biggest concern for them would just be the turnovers. They got 9 turnovers. And Ernie, remember I told you a couple of weeks ago, I said you can do that against 9 out of 10 teams in the league, but you can't do it against the Warriors.
Yeah, 10 turnovers for 13 points in the first half.
That's not
and only 4 for Golden State.
And that's not going to work. But to me, I don't like the pace of the game for the Rockets. I would love to see Chris and James speed up. Reggie says something about it. Speed up. Don't run the shot clock down. You're going to have a mismatch. But these teams actually like playing against each other. They switch everything. So you're going to have Steph on you if they're trying to go at Steph every single time, or they're going to have a big guy. Just get into the shot clock a lot sooner. Start your play with 10 to 15 seconds to go instead of 5 or 6, but it puts the shot clock on your back.
Houston's 43 points in the first half. They're low for this postseason, and they trail 54-43. The American Express teammates from the Golden State side, Kevin Durant and Andre Iguodala, both in double figures. They're the only Warriors in double figures, as Steph Curry continues to struggle. 3 for 11, 1 for 7 from deep for his 9 points. But what you see out of Andre Iguodala in the first half, Shaq?
Yeah, we all thought Steph Curry from coming home was going to step it up and have a big first half, but he hasn't. But Andre Iguodala, others, always been the other. But, he has the ability to, do like this. If I'm not mistaken, he had Finals MVP one time.
Yep.
He doesn't shy away from the moment. Doesn't have for the ball out, but just makes very, very simple plays. Right here, mismatch, gives a guy a little bump, shoots right over, misses it, follows it up for the jam. He's always in the right place at the right time, always moving. And, he's going to score some points until Steph Curry wakes up. But I would never imagine him being the second lead scorer in the half at home at Golden State.
One of the great things about being in a series
in Oakland.
In a series is that you can talk about the difference between games 1 and 2, the difference between games 2 and 3. What's the obvious thing that jumps out to you in the difference between 2 and 3?
Well, offensively, if you're Houston, defensively in Houston, you said you have to take away easy baskets. And I thought in this game early, even though they struggled, it's the fact that they gave easy baskets. Here's the isolation that we talked about, where they turned into a turnover. And when you give Golden State layups, they're too good to sustain because they eventually will hit threes. Again, if you make the incorrect decisions in here, or you get blocks by Looney, who comes in and does a great job, again, if you give layups to guys, then they're too difficult. And the last part is they went back into this isolation. Here, they get the one-on-one that they wanted, but here we are, 15 seconds in the shot clock. Now we're under 10 again, and then you pass the ball out, freeze it. So now you're under 10, and now you're putting pressure on Trevor Ariza, who is a finisher but not a playmaker, to make a play down 10 because there's nothing down on the shot clock, nothing else to do. The pick and roll only works to me if you do it in the first 20 seconds of the shot clock. If you do it in the last 15 seconds, it doesn't work. They can lock in on you, and then they turn those transition baskets into layups.
Hey, Chuck.
Yes, sir.
If you're Steve Kerr, are you worried about Steph Curry right now?
No. Listen, first of all, it's weird when I'm watching TV. When he plays great, they say he's great. When he plays bad, they say he's hurt. It's got to be one or the other, man. You can't be saying that he hasn't played well. Give it Roxy credit. They're attacking.
No excuses.
I know that, but I'm saying I love these idiots on these other networks. Is he hurt? No, maybe they just getting. That's not an easy shot with PJ Tucker hanging all over you. Hey, and they're putting him in. They're going at him, Ernie. They're putting him in the pick and roll every single.
I was just about to say that.
They're putting him in the pick and roll every single time. They're trying to wear him down. But if I was Mike D'Antoni, I would say, guys, shoot the ball with 10 seconds or more. We got enough offensive power to go at these guys. It seems to me like the Rockets aren't playing at the pace I would love to see them play at. They playing like Kenny said, like they did in game 1. I would love to see them do like game 2. Guys, let's roll it out there. They're great offensively. We're great offensively. Let's who can play the best defense, and the best team's going to win.
And Arnie, the difference between Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, if you look at Kevin Durant on defense, he's just resting, playing in the back, trying to come over and get shots. Chuck makes a great point. They're going at Steph Curry all the time. And if you're a guy that shoots and you have to come down and play defense, that eventually wears your legs out.
It's coming down to the common buzzword for this series, force. That's what Mike D'Antoni says. We had more force in Game 2. Golden State, more force in Game 3.
You know what this game coming down to? They got Kevin Durant and the Rockets don't.